It's an unfortunate trend we've been seeing continue in our youth, anxiety and depressive episodes that can be difficult to cope with for the inexperienced. What's worse is that oftentimes the people and families dealing with mental health issues can be buried by the stigma that often comes with them, which is why it is so critical that we address those who are struggling. And the data suggests it could be up to 20% of children ages 3 to 17, which is why the Wicomico Partnership for Families and Children has a plan. And here with us this afternoon is Tara Obarski. She is the Supervisor of Family, Community, and School Programs with Wicomico County Public Schools Erase the Stigma. She's joined by Tim Bosman. He is the Director of Wicomico County Partnerships for Families and Children. Welcome both.
Thank you.
To Historic Studio D. We're going to talk about the event, Erase the Stigma, but I want to kind of dig into this a little bit more. You know, the kinds of mental health issues, the statistics we just heard, are you seeing that in schools here?
Absolutely. And, you know, everyone talks about COVID and the effect that that had on youth. And we've seen that coming out of COVID and seeing the impact of that has certainly exacerbated what we're seeing in the way of mental health in schools. And that 20% statistic is just what's reported. And it doesn't even count what's not reported, which is a part of, you know, really breaking that stigma and raising the awareness and the importance of mental health being just as important as physical health.
Yeah. Is it hard to reach out to those students?
It is, because there's a stigma about them. You know, should I say something? Is it okay to say something? Am I going to be labeled, you know, by saying something or whatever? So it is hard to reach out and to make them understand it is okay to ask for help. It's okay, you know, to feel anxious, to be depressed or whatever, and it's just okay to ask for help.
Yeah. So what kind of services are in the public schools for these children?
So the Wicomico County Public Schools has mental health personnel in the schools. We have school social workers. We have school counselors that can help address issues with students, help connect them with resources. Our community schools work to connect families with resources out in the community that can address mental health. So we have a lot of different opportunities and options that we can access to help our families.
Right. But of course, you're dealing with the stigma, and sometimes it's not just the kids, it can be the parents too. So you want to get the word out about that, and that's where Erase the Stigma comes in. It's been around for a couple years, hasn't it?
So actually, Wicomico County Public Schools and the Wicomico Partnership for Families and Children are partnering along with Erase the Stigma, which is a nonprofit that's been around since 2015. But Erase the Stigma, as you said, was established in 2015. They started a 5K race to raise awareness about mental health and erasing that stigma around mental health. We're very excited to be able to partner with them in this event so that we can collaborate in raising awareness and erasing the stigma of mental health.
Yeah. Is it just the race, or are there other events going on around it?
No, so it's actually the second annual Children's Mental Health Family Night event that's in conjunction with the Erase the Stigma run. And it's going to have, like right now, we're over 40 vendors that will provide resources to families and the children that are looking for help. It's a carnival theme, so all the vendors will have some fun activity for kids to participate in. There'll be snow cones, popcorn, cotton candy. Burgers Bros is catering it for us. So there'll be all kinds of food, a petting zoo, and bounce houses and all kinds of other stuff for kids to do.
Yeah. All right. When is this all happening?
So May the 10th, that's a Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. at the City Park. So we'll have the second annual Children's Mental Health Awareness Fair with the vendors, the bouncy houses, all the activities, and then the 5K race will happen simultaneously, starting at the City Park and ending at the City Park.
And there's still time to get registered for the race?
Yes. Erase the Stigma, ERACE, Erase the Stigma. You can go to their website to sign up. And you can also go to Wicomico County Public Schools. We're advertising there. The partnership is advertising.
Yep.
And we will have those links on our website, DelmarvaLife.com. And of course, you don't have to be a big runner, fast runner, or anything. It's just all for fun, right?
That's right.
But you are going to have places.
All for families, all for fun.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Kara and Tim, thank you so much for coming in. It's very important to get this out there.
Thanks for having us.
Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.